Hello Pagan Perspective viewers, it's me Delia here on your Saturday subslot. Today we are talking about the afterlife. This week's topic comes to us from Daniel P. Due to lack of drive to want to sit at the computer and redo his topic or her topic, I'm going to make sure it's down in the description bar below like always. And so I'll just give you a little rough summary of what the topic is about. I have this inner ear infection that's been going on for a little over a week now, and still coughing. I don't feel good. So anyway, Daniel P. had said something about in the media there was a report of a man who had died, but and the reason why that story was so popularized is because apparently after this man's death, 45 minutes later, he arose from the dead, stunning of course the medical staff and whatnot, and then went into a coma for 5 days. When he revived from his coma after 5 days, so dead for 45 minutes, coma for 5 days, had no stories to tell, no memory whatsoever of any type of spirit journey or life after death, out of body experience to share with the world. Daniel P. felt that this shook his faith a little. I'm assuming Daniel's a boy. Is that Danielle or Daniel? I think it's Daniel. So Daniel wants to add, well, the 3 specific questions that Daniel asked are: do you suppose that this is proof of no afterlife? No, I do not think that that is proof of not having an afterlife, as I believe our spirits being in spiritual level of existence, and then coming into this life, this human existence, there's a veil of forgetfulness, because our human bodies, our brains being as limited as they are right now, cannot obtain such knowledge. Plus, for the fact that if we had all that knowledge, there would be no point in experiencing this life in the first place, because we have a preconceived intention. Blah blah blah. That's in another topic. But no, I don't believe that this is proof of no afterlife. I believe maybe possibly that this individual maybe suffered some brain damage for being dead for as long as he was, and as it being with the veil of forgetfulness, unable to remember. However, I do believe that those people, there are similar instances where people have died and been able to share an out-of-body experience or an afterlife, death after life after death type of situation, and I do believe that those are very valid as well, because some veils are thinner than others, and others will have memories that some of us can't access yet. It is possible to what's the word?
Excessive?
Access those memories later on in life through spiritual development and enlightenment and growth and whatnot. That is possible to access those memories. But anyway, 2, do you believe he was really dead? Since I wasn't there, and I'm not a medical doctor, and I don't know. If the doctor said he was dead, then I guess he was dead. And number 3, Daniel P's had an out-of-body experience when very sick, and I'm assuming that that was a very earth-shattering revelation to be able to have such a moment of your existence to be able to share with an out-of-body experience. I mean, that must have been pretty awesome. And finding out that this individual couldn't share any type of grandiose story as to the afterlife or this man's journey being dead. He feels shaken. Daniel P. feels his faith has been shaken. And I really think that Tara had such a very well done video on this topic, exact topic. She gave such a good viewpoint from both sides, and I'm in the category to believe exactly everything that she said. On both sides of the story, there is the scientific proof of brain synapses firing and creating the illusion of tunnels and lights and angels and whatnot, and family, loved ones, and it could all be scientifically explained. But that to me means just as much as science trying to say, which I do appreciate a great deal of science, seriously, okay, I'm not doubting science, but what that just proves to me is that science is able to prove that something is happening. It should not devalue what an individual is able to glean from that experience. And I don't think that anyone else could justify your experiences and your feelings. But just like Tara said, there's no problem with taking a step back and looking at what you're doing and finding out what you believe in and what you don't believe in. And if you don't want to believe in no afterlife anymore just because of this one man's experience, this one man example of whatever happened to him, I think that would be very unfair to yourself to stop believing what you believe in just because of this one example. And no one else could justify your feelings. So go with what you feel. Go with what you really... I mean, you said you had an out-of-body experience. I haven't had an out-of-body experience yet, and I've been trying for months. So that right there is pretty impressive. And if you've had that experience, don't allow these outside influences of oppression in your spiritual growth stop you from being a spiritual being. Be receptive and objective to these things that are happening into your life. Really be like, okay, did I just hear that? Be receptive to that. Be receptive to those little things. Let your intuition guide you. I guess that's all I have to say. I sound horrible to myself because it's like all closed off on this one side and I can't. Anyway, I guess that's it. And I'm sorry it's up so late. Like I said, I'm sick. I'm not feeling that great. And the days go by really, really fast because I'm sleeping most of the time. And the rest of the time I'm still trying to do something around the house as a mom. So let's see. We're done with January. It's February 1st. We have In Bulk tomorrow. Happy In Bulk Eve, everyone. I hope that whatever it is that you do to bring in this festive seasonal change, may you enjoy it. I do have my tree in the backyard is sprouting spring buds, and I'm like, oh no, please stop, not yet, too early, and we haven't had enough rain, so I don't know. But anyway, many blessings to all of you. Enjoy your In Bulk.